Okay, ready to go to Quartzsite?
Let's do it.
Quartzsite, here we come. Can you guys say bye, Yuma?
Bye, Yuma.
And it's also the location for Skooliepalooza this year, a big gathering of converted school buses. And we're gonna go up there and camp on BLM land for the first time. When I picked the girls up at daycare today, I told the lady that works there that we're going to Quartzsite, and she goes, oh, it's crazy up there this time of year. So I don't know exactly what she means by that, but we're about to find out. We just got to the Quartzsite area and the GPS had us pull off onto this gravel road, so we're not quite sure if we're supposed to be going this way. The directions are kind of strange to Skooliepalooza. It's just this middle of nowhere dirt road past a gas station. Okay, I think we're gonna have to try something else because this took us to a dead end and it's kind of weird.
We gotta go to the frontage road east, so we gotta go back to
All right, Michael thinks he knows.
Papa wants to go.
Interesting. It's like a place for off-roading because I see tire tracks all over these sand dunes. Well, the GPS rerouted after we followed the directions on the Skooliepalooza website. And we're in the, it feels kind of like we're in the middle of nowhere, but there's people parked and camped all around. I see some skoolies. I see a turquoise skoolie down there. I'm a little worried about Papa making this really sharp right turn up here. It looks really sharp on the GPS. They have a road marker. I see Walter's bus, you guys. Hi! Hi, guys!
You're so excited! I'll give you a That's the clouds and that's the sunset. And this is the mountains. That's all these are the three little trees of the cliff. That's Linden and that's Maple and that's Olive and that's Mama and that's Papa.
Oh, Mama wears stripes, Papa wears plaid.
And I put some glitter on it.
Glitter? What are you gonna call it?
Full-time family.
Full-time families?
No, full-time pretty.
Full-time pretty.
No, glittery.
Full-time glittery. What are you doing? Skooliepalooza is an annual event where skoolies from all over the country come together to camp together for a week and have workshops and potlucks and basically just celebrate skoolies. A skoolie is a school bus conversion. It's a school bus gutted and turned into a tiny house on wheels. So Skooliepalooza is a free event put on by volunteer organizers, and it turns out they had us park in a spot that wasn't free BLM land at first, so we all had to pack it up and move. Skooliepalooza hasn't actually started yet. It starts on a Monday and it's a Saturday, so it's not like everyone had to pack up and move, but about 20 of us had to pack up and move, so that's what we're doing now. Adventures with Gilly is Jessica and Jamie and Abby and Walter, and I see their gray bus down there. You see them? I see Jessica right there, so we'll go try to park next to them again. And maybe we can have a play area in between our RVs. What do you think? It turns out that we're in a way better spot now. There's 4 families with young kids, 4 and under. And the 4, oh, dropped a lobster. Uh-oh. So we knew Jessica and Jamie before. They're in the city bus. And the blue school bus and the yellow school bus are people we just met here, but it already feels like we've known them for a long time. They're all Skoolies and they all have 2 kids. We're the Airstream and we have 3 kids, so we're the oddball out. We parked in a rectangle and we made a play area in between our rigs. Between the 4 of us, there were 9 toddlers. We're here at Skooliepalooza 2020, and I'm with Orlando here from Young Venturous on Instagram, and he's gonna show us his Skoolie. It's the blue one over here, and come with us and he'll give us a tour.
It's a 2003 Thomas built, and this is our tiny house. We live here, like my wife and I and my 2 kids. And come inside, I'll give you a little tour. We have here our living area. So this is the sofa that rolls and turns into a bed. So when we have guests over, then we have a little table here, and it flips up, and it's a chalkboard underneath that, and then we have a bunch of toy storage for the kids, of course, right? And then on this side we have all the counter space for the cooking activity. I love to cook. I need to have my counter space. And we have storage on the top, storage on the bottom. And then on this side we have a little workstation, have the window here. Then coming this way we have the full shower, so composting toilets, the sink, the bath. All right, then coming this way over here we have the kids bunk bed for Nathan, Gabriela down there. So we have one his and hers closet and one for the kids. Like a full king size bed.
You can feel the difference between the Airstream and this. Like, this is so spacious. I think my favorite part of being in this is their bed, because they can sleep all their kids with them in the bed, and they're in the back together, and there's windows. It's awesome.
So it took us a whole year just doing the building. We were doing a regular job, and during the night we will do construction, and then we will watch all the videos so we could learn, because we didn't know how to do any of this. When we start this journey, we say, well, let's do it for a year and we see how it goes. Now it's been 7 months full-time living on it and traveling around USA. There's no way we're stopping. I'm living in my house, but yeah, like every day is a different backyard. So that's my favorite thing.
We drove to Quartzsite to check out the RV show. I've never seen so many RVs in one place, ever. We're at the annual Quartzsite RV show, which happens once a year in Quartzsite, Arizona, which happens to be 20 minutes away from Ehrenberg, Arizona, where we were just attending Skooliepalooza. It looks like it's free to just walk in. So I'm super excited. I love looking at RVs. We're at the big tent show, which closes in a half hour. So we got here just in time. Everybody's packing up, but at least we get the idea. Now, do you come to the RV and do this for me?
That would be amazing.
Fanny packs are totally back in style. Well, the RV show is closing right now, really. So I want to pick one, and then we can bring the kids in to see it. So I picked one. I picked this one. It's an Integra, but I picked it because of the colors. It's got blue, gray, silver, and black, and it's not too swirly. Lyndon says, maybe I can see if I can skate on the floor. And Maple crawls up to the table. Mama, can I have lunch?
I want to skate on the floor.
You're gonna skate on the floor?
Oh, that feels good.
I guess the floor looks kind of like an ice rink.
Oh, look, the toilet's up here. There's 2 toilets. Why do you need 2 toilets? Why, I would just remove the whole back toilet and then have the kids' room be in the back.
That's it?
Well, these aren't necessarily made for families.
Welcome to Lyndon's room. Do you like it?
Welcome.
Since we've been living in the Airstream, we haven't gone to look at any RVs for sale. So it's kind of cool to come here and see different RVs and imagine what it would be like to live in them after living in the Airstream for almost 6 months. There's a whole washer and dryer in here. Imagine being able to do your laundry in your RV. Hey Maple, what are you doing?
Thirsty.
Oh, Olive. Olive. Yeah, it's a sick day.
Oh, chicken noodle?
Yeah. Well, what do you think?
Yummy.
How's my sick baby?
Good.
You feel better?
Yeah.
You're eating a cracker. That must mean you feel better. Does your belly hurt?
Yeah.
Yeah. Drum circle. We're at Skooliepalooza on BLM land in Ehrenberg. And last night Maple got sick. She threw up a few times in the middle of the night in her bed. The first time, on the couch the second time. But crazy enough, the night started out and Olive was sick. She didn't throw up, but she was crying and she was kind of writhing around, having stomach problems. You know how babies do. It's been a really hard 12, 18 hours. You guys probably don't know this, but full-time RV living was 100% Michael's idea and Michael's dream. And he's been trying to sell me on it pretty much since we began dating. And I came around, obviously, and we're doing it. Last night was the first time I saw a crack in his vision. At one point in the middle of the night, he said, "Should we just quit?" And my first reaction was no. But yeah, I mean, I felt it too. I think if anything's gonna break us, it would be a kid being sick in the middle of the night, throwing up when we're boondocking. The hardest part for all of this has been balancing Olive and Maple when they're both needing me, especially in the middle of the night. They both want me at the same time. This is the hard part about having kids close together in age. It breaks your heart when they both need you and you can't give them both your undivided attention when they need it. I think I probably got 2 hours of sleep or something like that. Okay, I was able to take a shower while the girls were napping in the car with Papa, and now Michael's going in to take his shower, so we'll be able to return to Skooliepalooza all fresh and clean. I'm about to take a shower at a gas station. Not too shabby. I can go back to Skooliepalooza all fresh and clean. We've all been sick for the past 12 hours, and we're packing up now because we're gonna go stay in a hotel for a night so we can get away from our friends and not get them sick, and also because our black tank is completely full. So we left the Airstream at Skooliepalooza with Jamie and Jessica. They're still there. And we checked into a hotel because we really needed a working toilet. And we needed a place for all of us to lay down. Here we are now at urgent care.
My favorite color is red.
Your favorite color is red.
My favorite color is red and purple.
So what does the red button do?
Stop.
Yeah, red means stop. So this red means it's hot.
And this black means warm.
It means cold.
No, this black means cold. Use a little bit.
Is it yummy?
Yeah.
We're still at the hotel. It's been a few days. We thought we were gonna leave yesterday, and all of a sudden, Olive broke out in hives. She had an allergic reaction to the medication the doctor gave her for her ear infection. So Olive and I went to the ER. We're gonna go pick up the Airstream from the BLM land, and we're gonna bring the Airstream back to the hotel. This has kind of shaken us. We just need everyone to be okay before we get back on the road. We would like to go back to Skooliepalooza to get some footage because we didn't really cover it at all in any way that we imagined we would, but you know, sometimes things just change. This week has nearly broken us, I have to admit. I think Michael and I both have said, I just want to go home a few times. The weird thing about this feeling of wanting to go home is that I don't have a place to put that feeling. We don't have a home anymore. I miss our old home. Like, I would love to just open the door and be in our old home. So on the one hand, it makes me want to go explore more and keep figuring out where our home might be someday. The girls are both asleep in the car. All three of them, I guess. We finally found a dump station after trying 4 different spots. We have to like cross the border and go into California, but we found a dump station at this RV park, the Cove RV Park, and it's $10. We're right on the verge of switching to a composting toilet. We've been driving around with it in the white van. We're trying to find the right time to install it. And I have to admit, Michael's been having to kind of nudge me in the direction of composting toilet because I do have my reservations about it. But I'm warming up to it, and especially after this experience, it would be really nice to have a composting toilet right now.
Time to dump the tanks. Our black tank was full. There's no getting around that. Now when you have a composting toilet, you can just empty it out.
None of the school buses at Skooliepalooza had to break camp because they all have composting toilets. If you're building something from scratch, or if you're converting something, the real obvious choice is a composting toilet, because why would you choose to have a bunch of sewage under your home when you don't have to? Let us know in the comments what you think about composting toilets. Do you think we should make the switch?
Here comes Olive.
It was a rough couple of days, but now we're all recovered and we're feeling much better. And now I know from experience that 5 people in an Airstream with a stomach virus is not something I ever want to go through again. One of the cool things about Skooliepalooza is that everyone there is really handy and really into building things themselves, and everyone's like a little bit of a rebel too, it feels like. So we ended up getting to have a glimpse into this whole world, the world of Skoolies, that we didn't know much about, and that is so interesting and so inspiring. Every single Skoolie there went through the process of converting a school bus into their home, so there was a lot of pride. As far as I'm concerned, this is the best part about RV living. Having the freedom and mobility to just change your plans, roll up to an event or a meetup, and just decide to stay for a while. It almost seems like there's events like this going on all over the country at all times. So what I'd love to be able to do is be able to map them out and calendar them out at the same time, and be able to plan our route based on where all these cool events are happening. What other events do we need to check out this year?
Is that Lyndon? What's that? Something's
Is it arp arp?
Oh yeah, she thinks that's a dog.
I'm just laughing at Ringlesock's comment. Her comments are always so thoughtful, and I look forward to reading them every week. And this one, she just commented on something funny Lyndon did in our last video. It's when she had purple on her nose, and she was trying to see her nose and then tried to look in her hand like a mirror. And Ringlesock, one of our viewers who comments all the time, commented, and it made me laugh.